Hello, my name is Yang Li. I'm a CSE 4 student. My first year project is mainly concentrated on data mining. I'm trying to find the correlations between different data sets from the real world data and the virtual world data. The real world data, I use weather data, and the virtual world Twitter data. I'm trying to find how the weather affect the way people using public transport. This is the graph to show the data for January, and here's the weather data, and here's the data searched from Twitter, which tagged with relates to the weather. The first one is the rain, and the other one is the data from Twitter, which searched with the keyword rain. As you can see here, there's exactly the same, almost identical pattern shown in both data sets. See the heavy rain in here, and also you can see the high peak in the Twitter data, which show this heavy rain, how people feel about the heavy rain. And if you dig into what exactly happened in that day, as you can see here, there are also identical patterns to show in both different data sets. Also, there's other things might show interesting patterns. This one here actually show the temperature. As you can see here, in the 6th and 7th, it's very cold in those 2 days. You can see the heavy peak in the Twitter pattern as well. So people actually feel it's really cold in that day. And also the wind, the very strong wind in the 14th and 15th, and there's very significant increase in how people tweet about windy in that day. And if you see the actual bike usage data, to compare this, the 8th and 9th, which is a regular Saturday and Sunday, to another 15th and 16th Saturday and Sunday, there's a significant drop of the bike usage in the 15th and 16th. The reason for this, one of them is because of the strong wind, the other one is because of the heavy rain. So my idea is to find the correlations between them, so I can use this correlation to adjust my mathematical model to make a precise or accurate predictions. So as the city planner, they can use this information to predict what is going to happen for the next day, so they can actually dynamically reallocate their limited resources. Another correlation I want to try to find is the event and how events affect the way people use city bikes. This is one thing I'm showing here, is the correlations between the St. Patrick's Day. See there? Yes, St. Patrick's Day parade. And all these pie charts are showing there's 42 stations in Dublin city. The size of the pie chart shows the capacities of each station. There's some interesting features in here. As you can see, all these stations have no bikes available. We're showing red in here at all, which means all the bikes. This is exactly the parade route of the Patrick's Day parade. So the interesting thing is, I think that either there's a lot of bikes available in the surrounding areas. It could be either the city bikes have done something, they move all these bikes from these stations to the surrounding areas, or they might be when the people trying to return their bikes, because the site is closed, they won't be able to return their bikes, so they have to return the bikes to their surrounding areas. So I'm also create an animation to do a reliving of what exactly happened in that day, to show all the status in each station. And for this part, you can see here, this is what happened in Twitter, which searching the keyword of a parade. See this high peak. This is when the high peak show when the parade actually start and when the parade actually stop. When I do a reliving of the data what is happened, you can see this part and this part. See, a lot of bikes in this area has not been used. They just live there standing, do nothing. But lots of very heavy transactions in this area. So I think I might recommend the city council to transport at least half of these bikes from these stations, from this area to this area. By doing that, I think they can significantly increase the total amount of bike usage. I think that's everything.